The days go by faster and faster, the calendar turns another year past you. It's a special day for you to shine. Friends all around with cheers and wishes, candles on a cake that's just delicious. It's all for you today, 'cause it's birthday time. That's right, Terry, this one's for you. 'Cause it's birthday time, what a day for celebrating. There'll be songs and gifts and some happy congregating. Yes, it's birthday time with your friends and your relations. It's a time for joy and happy celebrations. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Right, good morning. Down there I've got the tin cans bead challenge with the AP900. That should be a laugh, I tell you. I'm just hoping everything's on zero. What I might do down on a card is to take a zero shot on one of those red dots. Now the red dots, as you can see, are virtually the same size. Well, they are the same size. No, red dots are a little bit larger than them beads. The red dots are 5.5, I think. But I know the beads, when I measured them this morning, they was 5 mil. So again, I'm with the SMK Spitfire domes, and I'm with the single loader, so but it don't feel too cold. A little bit of a fine mist, you know, dampness. So I'm going to go for the middle, that one there. Right, okay, so that's shot centre but low. I'll take another shot. Right. By looking at those two pellets, the chances of going through, I don't know. I'll take another one on the other dot. It's almost spot on, isn't it? By that pellet. So I'm going to take a chance and do this do this challenge with the AP900. I've got perfect score on the BSA and also the Crow, but now I'm aiming just above that bead. Whoa, that's very close. So I've got another shot. That's that bead off, and I can go through the middle, so that's good. That's one bead. So we're on this little red one or orange one. Whoa, that flew a bit higher, and I don't like when I see that, because I'd have to aim directly at it, but off that can. Oh, that's it, that's that bead off. That's really smacked into that. But the eyelid's still on, that's one good thing. Oh, I keep looking at my nose just in case it's going to bleed again. Right, okay, I'm on this little white one. And that's that white one off. Right, so I got the eyelids. Now look, if you look at that third tin, there's already a mark in there, so we can't take no notice of that. But I'll go for that tin first, I think. And that's straight through, that's good. Well done, Snow Peak. So we're on the middle one. Now I'm not quite sure about that because the eyelid's still there and I can see the pellet hole. So until we go down, I'm really not sure. Alright, now we're on the last one. And once again, I'm not sure. See the pellet hole? Right, okay, we'll have to go down there. Getting exciting. Right, as you can see, that eyelid's still intact, so if I lift that up, in fact you can see where it's just clipped it. And this one, there's the pellet. Now that's a bit hard to get up, but it hasn't broke. I might even break it, but at the moment it hasn't broke that one. Okay, we know that's a sure shot. So let's have a see if we can come down. Bit of a wrong angle really, haven't we? Right, okay, there's a pellet hole, see it? So that's gone through that one. And there's the pellet hole there. So and of course the pellet hole there, oops. And the pellet hole there. See? So the challenge is done. Right, okay, so that's full marks on that. And that's with the Snow Peak. So I'm going to try and stand these up and bend them. Oh, got to put the camera down. Oh, going the wrong way. I'm going to try and twist that straight without breaking it. Right, okay, so I think that's good enough. I'm going to try and go through those eyelids again. So that's full marks on that. You know, very pleased with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Whether you think I've done it or not, I don't know, but I reckon I have done it, you know, and that's with, and that's with the snow peak. Very, very good. So we're going to, oh my nose, we're going to go for the rings again, okay, and see. Yeah, I can just about make out. Let's magnetise it, bring it up a bit. I haven't got it where it was, but I think I clipped it and also went through it. See that other pellet hole? Okay. I keep picking up these pellets the wrong way round. Right, okay, so is this one here? Yeah, that's straight through again. Oh, I'm amazed with this little gun. Right, okay, so it's this one here. Oh no, I took it off. Very close though, okay, so I've got another two through. That also went through, but really clipped that again. Now I can't get that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, oh, what am I doing? I'm going to take a group shot at the red spots, seeing the tin cans are still standing. That one there. So that's made the hole. That's made a slightly bigger hole, and these are the pellets what's got a wet tin. Oh, I'm quite lucky now it's shooting all over the place. Right, we'll go for a different spot. Yeah, see that shot high. But I'll aim for the red spot anyway and see what happens. Yeah, straight in the same pellet hole. And that's took out the red spot. So I think that was what, 3 or 4 shots. Oh. So we count that as 5, I think, or 4. I don't know. So this is say the 5th one. So this is 6. And it's moving the cans, so possible this shot, the 7th shot, is going to knock the cans off. Oh, it didn't, it moved it back. So this is 8th. Yeah, this gun is really on target now. That's a nice little group. Right, okay, I'll take... What's the time? I'm not even recording. Shit. sorry, I weren't recording on the table cam, but you've got, I think, the scope cam. Yeah, the scope cam's recording. So we're going to go for this target here. That's the end of that, isn't it? Oh well, that's the end of that. Okay, so there's a bit of metal there. I'm going to go for that bit of metal. Maybe this will be the last pellet. Now if you look at that can, you can see that little eyelid there. And that's took it out. Now there's a hole there, there's a pellet there. Just here, see it? But I'll hit wood if I do that. I'll take that one shot and then I'm going to finish up. So the Snow Peak done that challenge, and very, very well, very good. So I'm going to take that hole. There it is. What we got down here? Anything we can have a go at? Yeah, when I look at these, my concrete back plates, look at the damage these pellets have done. And it looks like I've got to repair quite a lot of damage. I mean, even that, look, it's gone, you can see the wood behind there. Look at those pellets, they're all welded together and snap that concrete, look. And that there, oh, I don't know what that is. Is that a white bead? But that's wood. Of course, I can't ignore that, so I'll have to go for that. This is going to make a noise because that is wood. And that's that gone. And you heard that crack. That's wood. I'll put one more pellet in. We'll see what we can find to shoot. I can't believe how this is shooting. So much rubble on that, but there's a couple of white spots. Oh, I can't tell because the concrete's fell over. Yeah. Right, last shot. Okay, so going over a nice cup of tea, I think. I can't really shoot anything up there because that's all, you're just not going to notice anything. Now I don't know whether I can take that lid off. Yeah, okay, we'll have a couple of shots on that putty. There's a nice pellet hole there, see it? Yeah, straight in. Well, I imagine that patchworm really cleaned the shit out of this, and it's shooting. Well, it's never shot like this before, you know what I mean? That shot up high a bit. You know, once again, as I said, we have to rely on our pellets, and not all the pellets are going to shoot straight. And that went there. But even so, that's a small group which you can play on, you know, to weld the pellets on. Yeah. Right, going to be the last shot, okay? I'll just have a scan round and see what we've got on the floor. Well, there's a white speck there. So we can take that white speck there. And I don't know, it's moved it, whatever it was, but... or it's took it, I don't know what that bit is, I didn't really notice that. There's a white bit there, but I don't know what that is. Trouble is, I don't know when to stop. I keep saying like last one, but where are we? There. Oh, I can't really tell with that. But there's a white speck there, see it? What's that? That's wood, is it? I'm not quite sure if that's wood or not. But there's a little white speck there we can go for. And this will be the last shot. And that's that white speck gone. Right, okay, so the AP900. I'm not afraid to take small targets now. That's done well, you know what I mean? Especially with the Spitfires. I think the Spitfires are made by SMK, but I'm not really sure. And one good thing, this little rifle's done my challenge. And I weren't expecting it, yeah. And especially going through another 2 eye rings as well. I mean, I know I've taken 6mm holes with a 5.5 pellet, you know, before on the saw blade and that little man, you know, the one with the nuts, you know. But when it comes to tin cans, and I think they're around about, I don't know, 10 to 12mm, it's a complete different hole, you know what I mean, in a way of the material so fine, and that's what you're, in the back of your mind, that's what you're thinking of, you know, not to clip it, you know. Of course, what I've just done there, you know, through the eyelids, okay, they went through the eyelids and they just, it bent it or broke it, but it didn't rip it off, you know what I mean? That's the difference between this sort of challenge. Of course, if you hit the eyelid normally, it would rip off, but two of my shots went through the eyelid, clipped it. One I think was partly broken, but it still went through the eyelid, and the eyelid was still standing, and so was the other one. You know, when it clipped the eyelid, bent it back a bit, but you could see where the pellet went, you know, so that weren't ripped off. Yeah, I'm well pleased with this, well pleased, yeah. Never has it ever shot like this before. Now I haven't done nothing to it, you know, apart from pulling it through with the pet. Oh, hang on, I'm still recording, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done nothing to it. You know, I mean, as you know, I've done the spring, changed the spring. That's all I've done really, and put the Zulu scope on. But that patchworm that I got off America has certainly pulled it through. Now, when I was pushing that nylon through, I could, because I had to take the silencer off. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it off. But I had to take the silencer off, and this part here, what screws onto the silencer, or the silencer screws onto that. When I pushed the cable through, it was catching inside. Now whether it's a thread or not, or those little holes, I'm not quite sure. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be the holes and not a thread inside. But it was a little bit stiff because it was catching as it come out, yeah. But I did look and see if there's any markings of lead on this screw fitting what holds the shroud on, and I did tighten it up tighter than normal. Where I had it loose before, I tightened it up tighter, and of course just put the silencer back on, just turned it, and that's all I've done. And now the way it's shooting is absolutely perfect, so I can take the cylinder off without disturbing anything to get to the regulator. Now whether I'm going to readjust that regulator, I don't know. Yeah, whether I readjust that regulator, I don't know. I'd like to take it down, because I think it's too high. But I would really have to count the turns. I tell you, but there's a gunsmith in Leighton Buzzard. If anybody lives in Leighton Buzzard area, there's a gunsmith there, and this port here, I'm going to phone him today to see if he can do something with it in a way of putting a gauge, air gauge in, because that's where the valve is. So when the regulator fills that valve up, that gauge will tell me the pressure, you know, of the regulator. I phone him up and I'll ask him and see what they say. But anyway, I'm hoping I've got internet, because I put a video up this morning. I don't know whether it's gone up, I didn't check, but I think it was around about, I don't know, 6 o'clock this morning, the internet went off again. Yeah. Anyway, as for the challenge, you'll have to let me know if you think I've done it. I think I've done it, but you can say yes or no, or no, you didn't do it, and that'd be fair enough. And yeah, whatever way it turns out, this is still shooting absolutely perfect. well, perfect for what it is, you know what I mean? So I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Oh, give your thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.